Pass for my yanga, over your sweet, pass for my yanga. Over yanga, we get to my DJ. Over yanga, that's also not thinking. Yes, you're not salad, you're not laughing. Are you right?
Yeah, I'm coming. Just a sec. I need to share the tune for a minute.
You can click on play coordinator. Play coordinator. Play coordinator. Play coordinator.
Okay, I've just muted myself. Greetings to all my comrades them at the APC. This is not the APC online TV platform. And me, where they talk to today, Mina comrade Owen Kasu, and the time right now, now just 4 minutes past 6 o'clock in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and that's 4 minutes past 7 o'clock in the UK, London. This is the APC online TV platform, and obviously, Adena as you all know, with me, sweetest Bonita. So before I go any further, I want to ask the sweetest Bonita to come live and say hi to comrades. Sweet Bonita, over to you.
Good evening, comrades all. Good evening, Sierra Leone, and good evening, the world.
Thank you very much, Sweet Bonita, and I want to say thank you to the technical team within this very important platform here. So today from the background, Mr. Mo Bangura, Dr. Denke, Delwin Thomas, we got Joseph Saidu Momo Jr. himself there with we on the platform. They make sure say we come live. We're sorry about the slight glitch in starting this program. I got one tune I want for play, but for some reason unable to play another thing to go on. But anyways, we want to concentrate into this show as we begin talk the business. Of course, we all know say we're in the second phase of this registration. The first phase has been very, very challenging, and we all know say the registration are one of the things that we obviously something very crucial. And a process was very crucial for the elections. And then say for win elections, you get for don't register. Not to for go don't dance on the street, for go rally, for go and beat bata, dance, well, green or red. now in matter. They say waiting matter, now you vote, now in matter. So for make you get the chance for vote, now for make you able for register. And at the registration, in every political party or every Sierra Leonean we're eligible for votes, for go make chance for go register. Of course, the first phase was very challenging. With the really complaints them left, right, and center from the day one when they say registration don't start. A lot of machines them not be on. Some of the officials that we supposed to start this registration not get to the center in time for the registration starts. The machine will not come on. Then the officials them they ask certain questions them to people them, especially the first time voters them, thinks them we really and truly are not being even necessary, would not be agree on. And these are things we're very, very challenging for the people who would vote. Even up to today, we get phone calls of people that calling us, telling us that they've been to the centers. People who don't want to begin, they go to the center, then they ask them for birth certificate. Then they produce documents them, then they return them and go back. The system, then they allow them. I don't know which kind of system this, but today, we get people them at the ground inside Sierra Leone, within the centers them. We don't visit the centers them, where they can talk to me about this registration, the challenges them at this registration. And of course, I want to introduce my first guest within also with lawyer Ahmed Sise. And we don't listen to in periodic messages the way it is sent right across the country for educate we and for alert we on the issues them we very challenging where they affect we registration process. I want to make Mr. Ahmed Sise, lawyer Ahmed Sise, come live and say hi to comrades to make everybody hear young clearly, and then from there I will introduce my second guest who do we with the called Supermed. Over to you, lawyer Ahmed Sise.
Hello, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, lawyer Ahmed Sise. We appreciate you for come in this very, very busy period in Sierra Leone. Which they go on there right now, none of the people away, everybody, they report to and all of that. So I want to come to my second guest and also to give you an update of your experience in Sierra Leone, where you go there. Make you can tell me your own experience when comrade Supermed, so everybody sabi ask. Go on, Supermed, say hi to comrades them.
Famudonadu.
Right, short and clear. Supermed, sound very clear, and we see you clearly. Thank you very much again for coming online with us. And we got third guest, we're not the mommy self, we all man look forward for your reform, for see the one way that the iron lady, the one way everybody they go cry to when they get problem, and they get the shoulder everybody in problem. It's not the president, but the one with me they call or laugh at me, Claudius Gold. Come live and say hi to comrades them.
Hey, Fambulda, now they do. Thank you for the program. Appreciate.
So I want to tell you thank you for where you join me on this platform. And we go with technical team in the background. And we share this platform, of course, with me sweetest bonita, we do between us regularly all the time. Everybody look forward to them. First of all, I come to Supermed. Let Supermed tell we in just come out salon. Because when they are the diaspora and they talk, everybody they read this and that. So himself go salon for go hear and for go see for himself what they happen at the ground. And himself will give you updates. So Supermed, just give me a brief rundown of your experience of this registration here, so we see.
Thank you very much, Comrade Owan Kasu and Madam Sweet Bonita and all my co-guests and this panelist. I want to all thank you plenty. I want to tell the viewers them again, plenty thank you for joining me so that we'll share our own experiences them with you know all. Yes, as the coordinator they say when Brother Owan Kasu, I just come back from Sierra Leone yesterday. And where I did, the minister said, go there for the purpose for go register. So I endeavor for not only stopping at Freetown, I go Poloko district, I go Bombari district, I go Kenema district, I go Kono district. So I get a cross section of what I see per the registration. I want to say it is really unfortunate that Ecsl, where now the Electoral Commission Sierra Leone, it seems as if they really struggle. I don't know if it is deliberate or it is just out of inexperience or lack of better preparation or the rules themselves where them bring them, because some of the officials them where they put na the centers and the registration centers them, most of them in fact not even understand the rules the way they guide them by this registration center. So you find out say plenty delays there in the process. But again, before I go any further, I want to tell the Sierra Leoneans and thank you, because I see some kind of determination for people and for register. Since we are born in that country, I don't say where are they see that they register for election. I don't want to see this kind of determination. I see people them when I come at them, people on a belly woman them, all old people them. They then and then center them for hours on end. Then they will register. Then they come back the following day for register, and that is very encouraging. But this stumbling block they will see from NEC in your side, from ECS and your side, it is really unfortunate and really sad. But again, I also see something where no one they see. I see we international partners them. Then say they go around now then registration center and then say they observe the process. And then they see the plenty numerous problems there, where ordinary people they explain to them, where the ECS staff them, where people they monitor the process, or they explain what's in the happen. They see people them where they begin for register, they say the registration or the machine on go off, charge, or something they put buffer, the coverage not good, and this means delay upon delay upon delay. People they sit down. Now the line in the wait, and what the experience I need for shout now. I don't want to take on time too long. But the last day for the first phase of the registration, I see one side people don't in a line, over 30 of them. So they don't register, say the time not near. One ECSL boss comes say, well, the time not near, they stop the registration. We plead with them, say, but listen, these people have been here for hours. When I know it cannot finishes 20 people all left now. They say nothing. They not agree. They stop the process, and which by then it was even 15 minutes early. So the time when they say they stop the process, then people they get for go. Pastor some of food talk to them and say this when I get for patients. When they open the second phase, when I go on the other side and register. And again when they talk about the first-time voters, they see some of them first-time voters, they really say that they pass it in, they count them, the school results, they even count some of them bad certificates. They still deny them. So I don't really know who that in there behind this thing for frustrating people. But the only thing when me see they, like where I say I dey Freetown, I go Poloko, I go Kono, I go Kenema. I see say the people are very, very determined. And again, there's a distinct difference between Kenema and Poloko. Take out of Freetown. Because Kenema where I go there, I see plenty centers them. Some of them say now 4 or 5 people they see. Because the system seems to go so fast. So fast. How they do them, how they not do them, now they want great sabi. But the system was so smooth and fast. So the final say from the center where they go there, now 2 or 3 people in the meeting. I don't know if the people not turn up or now because of them so fast, that they register them so quick, so much so that there's no the queue not long at all. But I must say, more of a Poloko district. Now, recently, I see one video where a deputy minister of trade, I think Madam Aissata, where they want to go obstruct the process because people they don't know say we all know laptop where they use them quick in charging don't. And we don't know any kind of laptop where they get a saloon because they charging don't so quick. People only they say, okay, we know how this process delay, we know how this process stop. What do they do? We self they provide generator because light no there, so that in case this man and register, then go able to charge the laptop continuously so that they for register. This now ECSL or government in work, but the people then because they want to make sure say democracy take hold, decide for them. Yet still I see the minister they can't say no, they're not for use that generator. They're not for use them at all. Because for him, I feel say he want to make sure say let the process not go on at all. He want to disenfranchise people. This is really sad, unfortunate, and I believe say we Sierra Leoneans and wherever we dey, we for make Ecsl and people in authority know say this is not the fundamental rights of any Sierra Leonean. We don't do for register, we want for register, suppose for register. And begin for take we 1 month or up to 2 months. We for make sure say anybody will register. If no one register, that is fine. But anybody when I Sierra Leone don't reach the age for register, we want register, suppose for register. Now so democracy say, now so democracy for me. So if I reach here, I want stop plan, I want, keep on too long. But the process was a mixed bag completely. And the only thing where I go put up to, where it give me plenty courage say yes, Democrats want to take over the country. Now the courageous Sierra Leoneans, the way I see, when despite all the obstacles put in front of them, they were determined, they were ready, and then they take the patience for make sure they register. That give you hope.
Thank you, Supermed, for your updates where you don't give me, and we don't follow you up like also from Freetown, where you report from every district where you go, and that information we really appreciate them, and also for coming at this platform again today for can give you this update here, so in a nutshell. Thank you very much for your update, and we get now so we lawyer Ahmed Sise, we are one of the people already at the center of all of these registration, where they collect the digits them, and I'm sure we all been there under this impression, say, they're not going to ask for certain details them, or we don't going to see another table where people are going to go through first for and we'll give them NI numbers before ever they move to the Ecsl their own table. But now we see that they happen right through the process, and people are we know very we don't get better capacity. When they tell them for say, oh, they need to accept the fingerprint, the machine they accept the fingerprint, go let it come back tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to technical issue, Comrade have just frozen, and I think he's leaving the but okay, he's back. That's good. Go on, carry on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Some glitches here. So basically, we see a lot of problems them that it centers them. But I want to come quickly to Ahmed Sise, make it talk to me quickly. Make tell we. Ahmed Sise, are you there? Yes, Ahmed Sise, I just want to come.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's in this agreement where we get, as political parties, who go sit down with Ecsl, what's in this agreement we get for this process here? So, we're supposed to be a seamless one where people will just go quickly and register. We be anticipate, say, at most 5 minutes, one person for don't register and come out today. But now one good person may take over 30 minutes in one place. What's not this agreement we get, and why this thing has to become so challenging for register? You don't get the question? Okay, thank you, Sweet Bonita, for confirmation. Mr. Ahmed Sise kind of froze at the moment. Of course, I know say me mommy na so when Femi Close School self. I just want to ask you quickly. You don't register?
First day.
Well, I agree for you, and all that. I agree for you. So tell me the next time you register. Tell me the challenges the way they happen. Tell me how you think about them.
The first day for me, waiting I be observed was inadequate training. The person way maybe they observe, and I mean the person way being really, I mean go as an observer as well as a registrant. The person way been then at the computer, way been they attend to the first time voters. I reached the quarter after 7. I left there sometime after 10:15. It's still a work on just 2 first-time voters. Then they not too long of a time. And when I ask, waiting at the reason, they explain, say, that young man, the role now for they push the line, the crowd. Now, so well, how comes na incident na the form, that big book side and the enter everything? He was so slow. Eventually, with me inquiries, they eventually switched to the gentleman when I didn't get that role there. So, if I for make one criticism, I go say na inadequate training. But after we don't witness a lot of the problems in the first 2 weeks, we actually, as a consortium, I sent a letter to, no, even before the end of the 2 weeks period, I sent a letter to the NEC chairman asking for audience. Eventually, I mean, I sent the letter twice actually, but eventually I get audience with him and I listened to the excuses the way he give. And one excuse way he say was that the training was interrupted. In fact, he said that back in the press briefing where they do. He said the training was interrupted by the August 10 protest. Well, I've not been too by that excuse because when you look at August 10 and you look September 3rd, by that same day of August 10, training should be completed. Logistics should be in place. So that excuse there for me was very weak, extremely weak. I said by August 10, una for done. Una for done, you na deployment no more now. You go Kenema, you go ya, you go yanda, you go ya. After that 10 day, una the train. If you're training as close to August 10, it tells me that there was some poor planning involved.
Well,
so that slowness
Madam Femi, until you know, say, when this government come to power, one of the first institutions them wouldn't target now statistics Sierra Leone. They do a blanket sacking of people them with experience from the Northwest and people who wouldn't believe or say they align themselves with the former government. Okay? Then sack hundreds. That particular institution, we all see them video, then the way they do a roll call. They call them by the name and they serve them letter of sacking. Then letters, then they people and they experience people and they're not in the system. They're not working for statistics alone anymore. They're not working for NEC anymore. They're not working for them. So the new boys them we them bring in, most of them not get capacity. And it's like they manufacture them to do specific things for them. Because the complaints about the year, they see the justification of them every day. Why somebody will ask you for something? Today somebody called me from Sierra Leone. They tell me, say, brother, do not allow me to make a register. I say, why don't I allow you? You get 3 picking there. They say, they ask me for birth certificate, I bring them with birth certificate, I show them. They say, they're not going to allow me to register because the system, this is all kind of excuse they give. The picking don't go, I don't tell them, they go back to my, make you get the center number back for the person in name. But all of this they discourage because you don't go there, it left you picking in a house, then you don't go queue for long hours. Only for going on the table, they're not able to register and they tell her all kind of flimsy excuses. Not for register. Yes. Now you don't come all day, you call me now, waiting for you. You see? So I just encourage him for let's go back to Mara. Say he's supposed to be a registered person because she's well over 30 years old. So in age not got anything to do with that. And even they're not even supposed to ask her for birth certificate. They just need name, mama, name, papa, name, telephone number, maybe. Exactly. So that's all they need to do. Because the beginning of Sierra Leone, they don't need for established even that. Because they talk Timini well, they talk Creole well, so what is this problem? Sweet Bonita, I'm to say just go off right now. I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but Sweet Bonita, you said to listen to this one, and of course you said I get a lot of complaints them from all over the place, about this registration. And just giving you understanding of it, and then maybe welcome some of the people that were inside the platform as well.
Yeah, when we were talking about the sack of people in statistics, it's apparently 344 that they were sacked, and based on
344.
Yes.
My
So
goodness.
the incompetency of the ones that they have right now. These administrations, they came to governance, is not democratic. Everything they have been doing has not been democratic, and it continues, Comrade Owankasi. And with regards to the issue of people being refused to register them based on their life, because we've all seen the gimmick of a me-time census. So they're trying to justify that. These are all the constraints they're putting to go out. Nothing else. Nothing absolutely else. Comrade Owankasi. And when you look at it, like, as you said, a person that has 3 kids, maybe the thing you can ask for the oldest child or the youngest child for you to compare their age and start telling me. Because it was also like, it was like an auntie of mine asked for her birth certificate, and she turned around and says to the man, "What do you think? Do you want to insult me?"
Well,
and I'm like, what happened? It's like, oh, they're asking me for a birth certificate. What? Yeah, because I don't have, because you know what has happened before, people don't go out to register. People, when you look at this particular situation right now, from let's say 2018, people want a change. What they want that to be done democratically. So this is why people are going out. Because one thing I say to my people, you need to go out and register. I don't care who you want to vote for tomorrow. If you don't register, you can't make that decision. And she was like, well, I've always voted without having any voters ID card. I'm like, well, it doesn't happen on the street. You need to go out and register. And this is something that is happening in the Southeast. I don't know if you look at the video that came out, and where there were children sitting to register. How sad that could be. And you come enough or to Freetown and they'll look at an adult and start asking them questions just to delay the process. It's rather unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. Okay. And this is
yes, we don't get Ahmed Sisi don't come back. I just want to go quickly into this question make ask and quickly. Ahmed Sisi, as a political party, you are one of the people that are meetings within the TIA for organize, this whole process for make it so become easy. We just talk about how many people that they don't sack, 340 something people that they sack now, which is people with experience. The statistics here alone, they sack them. And we just hear Madam Femi Clodesco, they talk about the capacity of the people them where they register. They look like for they don't seem to understand what they do. And because of that, it is slowly processed so much that one person take quite a long time to register. So waiting at these agreements will be gets, way to make this thing to become so easy for every Sierra Leonean, because it matters to everybody in this country, and now we get all the kind of challenges. So what's going on?
You see, I not one for rely on code of conduct, or we allow on I rely on the communique we sign with the as a political party. I can let for come from a legal authority, from a point of law. First of all, you get to make sure you fulfill the requirements of the law before you go to code of conduct or training manual, like waiting the ECSL provide. Say the law being given permission, say section 24(3) say if somebody show up for go register and not get documentation, we forfeit hard for let that person they not go home, you not register. How forfeit hard for go home, you not register. Therefore, ensure say somebody will be around when at least a community elder, imam, chief, councillor, he vets that person, he testifies, say this person, he qualifies. So we agree on that. Then we have series of meetings, stakeholders meeting. You know, in the stakeholders meetings, most of them questions here come up. I even ask, say, the year of birth of these people in question, these first-time voters, now 2005. 2005 World Bank records show, say, 48% of births in Sierra Leone were not registered. I said, then secondly, we know, say, when they say 48%, that's a generic number. But I will guarantee you, say, 90% of births in rural areas are not registered.
Exactly.
You understand? So now, you know, say that is the case. You are aware. Then the absurdity begins from when the commissioner came, when they appointed him, he decided for reform the laws. He decided for even reform the operations of the commission, to which I was very happy. He bring in a very ambitious legislation for reform the 2012 Elections Act. And he was there in Parliament. If you see a provision of the law that you have drafted, it was duly assented a couple of minutes or hours before the elections, before the registration. You had the opportunity to correct this issue of testifying for the identity, the three areas: the citizen, that they're citizen, testified as they are ordinary residents in that particular area, and testify that they are of voting age. You had the opportunity to rectify that aspect of the law. There's always this saying that a statute must given its requisite meaning, its literal meaning, even where it leads to manifest absurdity. You have to give it its meaning. Now, I am so worried when the commissioner is on record in the press conference saying he will no longer adhere to that provision of the law, because if he's a people and a misuser. Hello, you had opportunity for correct this law in the Public Elections Act, where now you draft most of one, now you recommend. You know, correct. So now we get what we call, how could you hold a contractor liable? Strictly, how could you hold a contract? Because I see this registrar, the agents in our street where Ecsl as a contractor. Now you ask the question whether the contractor then take on the involution for do these malpractices, or can the commission be liable for the conduct of these people? The answer is yes. Because you can be vicariously liable for the conduct of your contractor if you not go to the extreme for teach that contractor about the job where you suppose where they can't get them. And okay, we all human. Some people like you can do one thing, then do the other thing. But in the face of numerous complaints from all political parties, COP has made a statement. NGC issued a statement. We have personally the leader of members of parliament, opposition parliament, highlight the same thing. The mayor of Freetown don't write. Lawyers don't write. They don't ever come out with a statement trying for debunk or correct the conduct or further guide these contractors in the field. They had the opportunity at the end of the first phase. We went to a meeting, we were at a meeting with the PPRC commissioner and the Ecsl commissioner. And then he said, further, don't talk, done. Now he said, he wants to see the interim secretary general and the interim chairman of the APC. When we go, wait till get now accreditation and some of the issues, and one of the minor issues will go ask. Now, how can you debunk this waiting they go on so? Well, this is what I will say. This country, we don't see people, it's a criminal process. Criminal process, even these agents where they use, because I have to say it as it is. These are operatives of the SLPP embedded in the system. They filter them intentionally. They were carefully and systematically recruited for cause this mayhem. The European Union recommendations on this one, carefully, was very clear about the system of reporting results. They were clear about a whole lot of issues, of which the commissioner said, we've adhered to 90% of this, but one of which is the transparency in tabulation and tallying and conveying these results. Now, how could they get your results every day, district by district? You read the results, data collected from the fields, and you left on 20% and left them as if nothing happened, as if nobody has the right to ask you. It is the law. I always reiterate, where there is an erosion of the law, I will step in. In the absence of the Bar Association of this world, I will step in and I will tell them that is not the law.
Okay.
The law says you have to report these results, you have to tally them in a time.
Okay.
International.
All right. Mr. Ahmed Sise, make a just thank you for this submission. We don't make, I think you bring up some legal things there. So the responsibility of the ECSL for make sure say they follow the law, which everything they're supposed to do, we do not do. And in your own opinion, you think say this is a criminal process because you look like these officials they do things deliberately. Because me one of the inside that training they know exactly. If they put me there today, I know exactly waiting for ask the people there, and I know exactly waiting for them. Let alone the person now wait and train, then they pay for the exercise. They're not able to do it. So, Femi Claude Scolding, I also would wonder, if this she's the chairman of the corps, and of course a leader of a political party in this country. We want to see a process where now a non-criminal process. We want to see a process where very transparent. We want to make sure say the people that were eligible for vote, they register. So don't listen to you now. We're there inside this thing. When they sit down with the people there, so try and make this thing so happen correctly for make everybody go be registered. Don't listen to you. What would be your reaction, Madam Femi Claude School, in waiting Lawyer Ahmed Sise submit so?
I actually agree with everything we say. And when we actually meet with the commissioner, some of the issues there arise. And one thing we I tell them is that if in the middle of the exercise, una want for change the rules, una get for go back to parliament. Una can't make rules and regulations as you go along. And what me tell them is if una not transparent with the process, then una left we open for speculation. And the speculations that's whether around the country now is that this is a mandated, specific instruction given to the workers on the field for suppress the registration process. And until and unless they come out into the media, why are you afraid of coming to the media for talk to the people then? If una not come out into the media and actually talk to first-time voters, are very upset about the treatment first-time voters are receiving. Very upset with the treatment, zero documentation people then they receive. As he says accurately, the World Bank report shows 48% register births. And up like even a Freetown, people never come back for birth certificates. The process of NACRA is an ongoing process. Why then don't hitch that donkey day to this train, I don't know. But the hitching of the NACRA donkey to this process don't cause a very serious problem, a very critical problem. And then Sierra Leone, in our 60 years of existence since independence, we not ever get an issue of forged birth certificates. The question is, why now? Now then same process here we go through with the SLPP win the election. We know they're not put me through the ringer for register. They're not abuse, arrest people, sleep in a cell. for them for able to register. Why now? Why now? Why all of a sudden the process don't become where it lead to young people being arrested, people with affidavits being arrested? I am claiming maybe 80% of our birth certificates are now declared illegal. Why now? Why now? The process for verification, waiting on a system for authenticate this birth certificate, una say na secret. How can it be a secret?
This platform also come across one of your video that we make. I think say it could be worth to make we share this video to everyone for make them see. You know, a lot of people don't make videos them. A lot of people don't make audios and don't complain a lot about within you know the happen. But let we watch this video quickly. Let we see within Femi Collegial School intercept saying so. Over to you, sir. Play. Technical team, the video they play. Just press play, yeah. It'll play now, I think.
No sound.
I don't get any sound. I don't get any sound.
Against Nami and academic clinical response, the chairperson for Unity Party and also the chairperson. Now, the information on committee saying they don't arrest, participate them, they don't get them. But what's the crime when they arrest them, when they don't lock them down? Let's say I'm really better. Now, as we can see, the office said this. Against Nami and accreditation when they do it, the next office, upstate avenue, the second when they go there, we don't harass them.
Yes, delay between real life and Facebook.
By night, we're not supposed for evening. Everybody go there.
Unmute yourself, Mo. Unmute yourself, Mo.
If we get 2,000 centers, we are forgiving every party from there at least 2,000 accreditation. If we not need 2,000, no problem. But we're not forgetting. So we said to go there, finally can give the accreditation there. I want to understand. This is our accreditation. We make give it. And low and behold, no stamp. Then the older people here say the accreditation not stamp. Inspector General of Police, Chairman of UCSL. Una left from this registration to other things and people. This na me on the radio na me office where una give none, una give it the no stamp none. Now this una issue to we now na office na ya. For sake of this now na man and the speak na sell. It's not right. The postulate proposed for those stamper. It failed for stamper, and we don't issue this. So we are party agents all over. So it's just a matter of time before we begin arrest all men with the act on we behalf. This we're not in for talk in wrong. Accredited agents giving accreditation by neck. Now we don't realize that they cannot stamp. Now just know where I can now they ask say, well, give me your accreditation back. They stamp them, then the sexy, they say they don't stamp them, who don't realize. So this now it.
Right. This is very, very sad. It goes back to the question where I asked lawyer Ahmed Sisi, and in response by saying, this is indeed a criminal process by opinion. And on an issue, an institution, a credible, supposedly credible institution, issue accreditation to a political party, agents them for make them go, get a chance for go serve them political parties' interests in this registration. Then send police them for go arrest them for see that accreditation they not valid. The whole thing, the criminal business is pass mark day. What thing we go do about this, lawyer Ahmed say, because this process they can go on and you don't stifle the progress. What thing we get for do? We don't see say legally there's been serious problems, and it look like we say some of it are very deliberate. So for that reason, as political parties, what can we do to mitigate this situation so that this second phase will be so will be seamless, will get everybody registered? We all hear Supermed, where if we talk earlier on today, say, over 20 people and then at the line, they refuse to allow them to make them the register because the time not be even reach yet to make them close the center. Secondly, we hear a deputy minister or whatever, some lady in a local, where the people offer for buy generator, for put generator, for make the machine continue for their own, for make people register. The woman what's nothing. They're not for allow that to happen. So what can we do as political parties? Over to you. Unmute yourself, sir, Mr. Ahmed Sise, lawyer.
Thank you very much. You see, last year, about a year ago, over a year ago, the European Union said this. They assert that there is a significant decrease in trust in the essential bodies which play an integral role in furthering elections, i.e., the judiciary, i.e., the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, the PPRC, and the police. I am saying this, hold me hand in high, so my grandpikin no say, my grandfather said this. If we do not reform the laws of Sierra Leone, putting a quota system on these 4 institutions, how could you have PPRC? Sorry, you have election Sierra Leone, for example. You have 16 political districts, 16 political districts. 15 of those political districts are manned by people from the same tribe and the same region. This is what happened in all the war-torn countries that I've researched as a human rights lawyer. Failure of the citizens to call things as they are in fear of persecution, they lead we into trouble. This is a call for reform for a quota system in this country. If we don't want a problem, if you want to let this country prosper, if we want to let we be the Rwandas of this world, we have to ensure, because we all they accept say we they vote along regional lines. We all they accept say they vote yes alone, we they vote along tribal lines, they get for stop. But still, when they put one tribe, they make one tribe dominate key areas of the institution. Yeah, it is bad, and I think they happen so because these people are on a frolic of their own to ensure the tenure of their job. Afraid say if they come out, even if they work diligently, and not believe say if they work diligently, a regime will come, they will say, we want these people. They can't believe myself. So if you can't, employ me this, that, I will go teach. If I not go teach, I go do farming. If I not, there is a lot I know say me able to do. You understand? But to be honest, my brother, if we not say things as they are, and I said this to the commissioner, I doubt if we're going to progress into 2023 elections if we do not have a solid audit of the tally system moving forward. Because this tally system will not camp on Aeto. No, we not camp. The last tally when I go, listen, I'm the national elections coordinator for the APC, the team leader for the APC coordination. I've collated all the elections, the by-elections in the north so far, and some in the western area. And when this process begin, I am at the fore. I deal with them. Now, then completely shut the door on all political party complaints as if we are enemies. You call them for simple reason, like waiting, Madam Femi Claudius called the talk about accreditation. They're not going to answer you, say, where you go, this person busy, this person not this you. When we had Christian at top, we get an outreach officer, then the Meata French was outreach. They go there, there is a dedicated office for you 24/7. They call you, they go there for everything where they attend to. Now they gave an emergency number 888, will not even function.
Wow.
Issues they arise. How could you go to a polling center that the previous elections they registered 4,000 people at that center? And there's never been a precedent where the population, even during where our population retrogress, you take only one slip of 100 a day, registration slip. I mean, you take 100, one book slip for go. When you don't, then for wait for you for go take back. You know, I hate when people think, even if you try to dupe me, when I try for con me, just know that this guy is too smart to be conned. That's what I'm saying. I have to say it. You say, what can we do? We will not cease from writing. Myself just don't write a letter. We as a party, if they go out tomorrow, we highlight key issues. One, they highlight the failure for reports, the remaining 20%. Two, we also highlight this first-time voter issue where then they completely they violate the laws of Sierra Leone. Another key issues back. So moving forward, we not go to exhibition, and we can forget huge problems for exhibition. Because if the process not transparent enough for audit them as they go, on a disaggregated result, audit them as they go along. When then they do the exhibition of then card there, where people then they collect the card, it is going to be a dichotomy. It's going to be a doomsday scenario for the political parties, and they want that. Because if they don't want that, when they give you results every day, we audit, we correct. If there is a deficit, we write them down. They explain the deficit. We go ahead to the following day. Okay, we don't patients now say, okay, maybe the first phase, maybe they are inundated with jobs. We don't go the first phase done. You give it 80% and left them. And nobody, what would they call? Nobody know even this. I mean, these people are on a contract to serve the people of Sierra Leone. And I hate to remind them every day, ECSL is serving the people of Sierra Leone. If the law demands, say, we forget transparent, clear elections, it starts from now. So if this is the pattern, where they intend to then go carry the results and just they put them. I mean, for argument's sake, Western area gets 2 electoral districts. At least, you're not able to disaggregate that. You say they report by commissioner. It's worrying. So they continue for right. The reason why I say so, I've seen dockets and dockets and dockets. I've been I don't do na the Hague for research on human rights prosecutions. I've done seen dockets and I've seen people indicted 17 years back, indicted for their role. Those that bear the greatest burden. That is the standard of prosecution for ICC. And how can you determine a burden? Now then kind here, wait person then at the top. What do you do at that time for avert this? Because one thing they lead to another, they build up. So I have to say this, we know what left for right, because the whole idea of International Criminal Court, it delves on the theory of complementarity. Where the state fails to prosecute, they will come in. So that's why we're not afraid for rights to them and show we profile with grievances, even if they're not action, we just put it in our records, we said it. Okay,
I know say as much as they get information of the malpractice system where it happen all over the country, so as Sweet Bonita, so as myself Naya, so as Madam Femi Claudius Cole. the amount of complaints that we get right across the country, it seemed and almost deliberate, saying that things that we then plan for do, and you they talk about, we will not stop writing, we will continue to write. Just before we start this program, we saw a tweet from Madam Femi Glosco. He put out a tweet, and which is good. We're glad for them tweets today. But people are asking, are we going to continue writing and writing and writing? Because for we, when they say APC, the old guards, what they refer to as the old guards, the Yansanek and the others, they always accuse them of people that we write press release and that's it. Then they take action. They want to see action. What? You put out a tweet. Yes, appreciated, much appreciated. What else can you do apart from the tweets? I know say you don't write letter to ECSL and boss for get you audience, which was good. Then it will give you some excuses. Them you don't take down the day down. Is there anything else apart from waiting lawyer Amethyst you don't say we yourself can do?
Well, waiting me don't do is the next letter after we ASEAN COP, we do a press conference.
Yes.
Whereby we make sure say the Sierra Leoneans yeri and see some of the victims. Sometimes when you go to talk about first-time voters, they look faceless. You know, they realize say they're young, dynamic people already at the end of this first-time voters. So in our press conference, we call them, we call people and say, this is about you. This is your Sierra Leone. We not go with the go so. So then first-time voters they came to the press conference and they gave their testimony of the problems they encounter. And I sent a letter after that press conference to the chairman requesting an emergency PPLC meeting, the political parties liaison committee meeting. So we get for meet. Then problems say, I will not go wait, say the process done. Then we say, well, what will I do? So we had a PPLC meeting, and at that PPLC meeting, Commissioner Edmond Alpha don't promise say every week now we're going to get PPLC meeting, but I not stop there. Now, me self, they intervene personally in issues. Today, I sent 2 WhatsApp pictures of birth certificates, 1 green, 1 yellow. I say, I want for no, because when I talk, I know they talk, say, they say, and they talk within me personally experience. I sent 2 pictures to, I called the 838 number. I said, Una, explain, give me. Why are we still having birth certificate issues? Now, tell us who are the experts for authenticate birth certificates. Waiting at the format. But Una they put pictures, say this na real dollar, this na fake dollar. If person give you this na fake dollar. So if finally we begin for know what is a real birth certificate and what is a fake one. Una not just go and tell people and say you birth certificate fake, you birth certificate fake. Here we want yellow. Where you go here, they say the one green. Where you go yonder, they say the one yellow. That is nonsense. It shows that there is poor planning, poor execution, and poor training. So at the phone me self, I send the picture to the WhatsApp. I say, Una tell me if them birth certificates there are genuine or fake. Because the person go, the only ID way you get, na birth certificate. He sent back, ask me, say, why a 30-year-old woman, they carry birth certificate as ID? And I wrote back saying, my question to you is it genuine or is it fake? Not asking me other question. That is none of your concern. This birth certificate where Una they reject, is it genuine or is it fake? But waiting me self the country realization is, at a lot of the centers, there is a very strong negative SLPP influence. Some of them are not even accredited people. They go to these centers and then they throw their weight around all over the place. We saw that happening with the deputy minister. If you're going into a center, you're not a good for go help, for smooth the process. Why are you going there to be an obstructionist? Why are you going there to throw your weight around? And you go with policemen and you give them orders, arrest this, arrest that, and they do. So my own goal tomorrow is I'm going back to NEC. In fact, I was in the situation room with them. I said, show me a sample of in these fake documents that you are yelling about. You are talking about your press conference. Now it is very urgent for the chairman himself, for let me go on media and talk to people then. I said, you are making the first-time voters have a bitter taste about democracy, a bitter taste about electioneering process, and they should own the process. So this feeling now that it is a deliberate act, it is becoming more and more obvious. More and more obvious, which is worrisome. Whether they deliberately out machine, deliberately reject people, deliberately drive people them, deliberately walk slowly. And all of this is wrong. And we are all talking and we are all seeing the evidences. We are seeing in some areas of the country, then they go peacefully. And the law says, the new law it writes, as the lawyer just talked, is, do you reside there? They are busing people in from all over. Are you asking them whether they reside there? And these people are coming with no ID in some cases, and they are being registered. We are seeing them in schools, GSS 1, GSS 2. Nobody know they ask them for birth certificates. In some cases, in our press conference, one even talks away why green the register. This is not what this process is all about. They are using a key democratic process, politicizing it, abusing it, making up rules as they go along, and it's unacceptable. What are we going to do about it? Tomorrow, I am back in NEC. The next PPLC meeting, I am going to demand certain answers and evidences. Another way to say I go to the meeting, and they draft a letter, I go left and tomorrow, let I tell them one thing, say, we want to see samples of these birth certificates that you have confiscated that are fake, and a sample of the birth certificate that is genuine. You know, go they tell we say na fake, and you don't teach us. And secondly, I want to ask the commissioner, can we not have a representative in the situation room? Me, I want to get up in inside situation room. And indeed, we want to know the 20%, did it fall between the cracks? Because we see this. Quick thing they fall between the cracks. Minister of Information say, CNN writes to you, you say let her fall between the cracks. So the 20% fall between the cracks. Can somebody retrieve it? Can somebody please retrieve it?
Anyways, that's very good. I think that's quite encouraging because Lamek say, we receive a lot of information of malpractice system, complaints them. But when they come to you, they just know. Femi Close School just mentioned something we I quite like, that, before ever they go sit down at the meeting, the regular meeting in the hall, they go on sending letter ahead, demanding for certain answers to in questions and concerns them. So before they go sit down, now they're able to address them, and they demand for somebody to represent them in the situation room. I'm sure you are one of the people that in the situation room. I'm not sure which one of the situation room then where you did, I meant to say. But let me first of all come to Sweet Bonita. Make you give me a rundown of the commentaries there at the platform. Over to you, Sweet Bonita.
Well, one of it, it's like here we have from Sheriff Conte saying, well, PPP is coming out, so BO must go, and then they should look through the window. Because this is when they are writing, they are calling, and they are ignoring them. So it looks like people's power in politics will come out and then lead the registration. And I think also when we're mentioning about people that have tweeted, apparently today, Mayor of Yvonne Akisa apparently she registered. And she still also expressed the issue of the first-time voters. And some of them are producing it, but they've been rejected based on, as we've all agreed now, that this is the manipulation to suppress people from not going out. But again, the people of Sierra Leone are ready to do it. And again, one of our viewers here, Adam Amambi, says, well, yesterday she went to register. She specifically mentioned the registration center. This was at school. and she gave the NACRM registration before, the little slip, and then they were her about her tribes and stuff. And people like, that was unnecessary. This is just to frustrate people to register. So I think she said she has to do her grants to say, I need to be registered. Everybody has to say the same thing. Then I think at the end of the day, she was registered. So this is just for us to encourage people to continue going, because with all the frustrations that are coming in, it will not work. It will absolutely not work. We have people from Bristol, Northern Ireland, that's Bristol from United Kingdom, Northern Ireland, Delwyn Tom. Because every week out, people are talking about this registration. Again, I think today in Freetown, what they mentioned, constituency 113 and 114, they went out to sensitize people regarding the voter registration, telling them it's less than a week now or so for them to finish. So people should go out and register. Again, I've not seen the current administration going out to do that because they don't care. We've seen them packeting or bundling children to go and register. That's all they can do. But they have not been sensitizing people at all. There is nothing that want to go right for the people. And again, what our viewers are saying, people are encouraged to go out and register. As you said again, yesterday was the deputy minister of North. She went there to disrupt a registration.
Deputy Minister of Trade. If they were Taki.
So what? All the way in Port Loko, what was she doing there? Because that area was in Port Loko.
How much is it so good? I don't know what you make deputy minister the good or minister, but anyways, I get the question for you, Mr. Ahmed to say.
Trade. One bag rest of 500 almost 1,000. Trade.
Yeah.
Another business day.
With all this problem, we don't happen so. My own small sister, we call me today, tell me, say, they don't make you register. They call Fatimata Kamara, FA. If eventually you're not able to register in this second phase, what thing we could do about them when they were not able to register after the second phase? We vote registration don't close, because there's going to be thousands of them we left out without registering, because some of them already, it's been very difficult for them to go move them, like the terrain inside, and they bring them come like the center, the closest center. That closest center, they don't close right now. They don't shift the center further out into a different location. So it don't even become now twice as difficult as it were in the first phase. Then people are not able to register. Now, after the second phase, what is going to happen to these people? Unmute yourself, sir.
The Public Elections Act is clear on that. Section 5, subsection 2 to say where a person go register, they refuse for register that person, they forget I'm asleep, then sign up, then state why they refuse her. So that refusal, they have the right of appeal to the commissioner. Even when election registration don't close, if the commission deems say yes, it gets authentic reason to be registered, he or she can be included in the register. But tell me what, why going that far when all you need to do now for just authenticate, for just you follow the law to its letter? Simple. You know, the forward stay away all on, because you know they even give somebody the appeal. Okay, let's forget about first-time voters. The guy's the guy been so clear, the media team and the legal team. It been so clear. They don't tell me, say, we are person show up, we not get any of the documentation. Not a first-time voter. One adult male, if one can register for vote. Just engage. If you are employed to register, collect data, the criteria of which one has to be a CLA, You cannot tell a Sierra Leonean by just communicating. Pass the chief can confirm say it's possible. You see, don't let the man see your name tag, say you na Madingo, tell you or you na Mede, talk to him, or you na Timni, talk to you Timni, you na go far. You know, say this person na salon person. And then you know register, you conscious, you know, say you're there to collect because you have a discretion. That is what we do not, people do not understand. The registrar has a discretion, whether for register if he satisfy himself or not. That two-side documents. Now, people then they come when don't get documentation. Some center they absolutely, if you don't get documents out, most of about 70% of our centers in the south and eastern regions are man. We receive data day by day. My job as national elections coordinator. I for collect the report from the north, the south, the east, and western area and put them together. We do analysis, we see the lapses, we even get the complaints, how the complaints and they come in a code, they're all color coded, the complaints. See, I will just show you this slip. They're color coded. They see the prevalent one, them, the red one will tell you, say, first time voter decline. Then will tell you, say, identity card produced, but then say for go na NACRA and go verify for God's sake on a Sunday. Then say go na NACRA, go verify. And then somebody go apply na BNBN Kamagunkani over the hills, Mutkano they reach day. You say go take birth certificate. You understand? Now, the problem they are then at the south and the east. No. No, one of the agents stay in a cell because now he tells somebody, say, this person not the register if you not show birth certificate. The agent say let commoner be. The registrar say let that man the commoner do. He say I know the commoner do, I get accreditation. The NEC officer say, okay, it's get accreditation. Well, give me the NEC accreditation. This now the ward coordinator. Now NEC property, give me up. I know they give you. Well, you go give it. Officer take an iron. Then look an iron. Well, now you not get accreditation. Well, then come on do. Because he said they're not for register a minor. You know, my worry is there are people in this country where me they surprise us. We can all say not only the noise of the enemy with the warrior, now the silence of Upadi and the SMB. Where Tembin come when now we stand the ground for them. When they touched down the APC party office, they burned down the APC party office in 2011. And they arrested about 11 to 12 SLP operatives. And these people, even though now arson, they carry the maximum penalty of 25 years in prison. We persuaded His Excellency, it's a bailable offense, sir. You get for allow them bail. But this now comrades them. If you can restore this property, they say you don't be the owner of the host money. But allow be there. Now, so even though you will not condone where they post the His Excellency President here, on no side the stone come out. But we all our brother, they come. We talk from the opposite side as a political party, say no fear. You know, they did the most egregious, the most grotesque violation of human rights they happen at that. So nobody know they talk. Say, no, even though I said to people, this is not fair. No, it's like a code. And that is my worry. Because me not get that DNA. I'm not going to can a power, APC can a power, say gross violation of human rights. I don't care whether you be or not talk. I'll say it. But why are they keeping their mouth shut? These are young people. Now, imagine I'm a lawyer, you know, I practice mostly in England. Most of the immigration law involve documents like birth certificate. And the birth certificate, marriage certificate, when I post that to the commission now I get problem now for convince the embassy for that say, not contrary to which they say 50% of birth certificates are fake. I get for convince them say, Do you understand? These are young people. We get for go before, then they can, and some of them then even arrest. I was on AYV television the other day with one of the SLPP operative. They accuse him now the SLPP, then they arrest 45 people from when APC the first. Now I say, so you want to tell me, say, you arrest 45 people from Western area. Western area where President Bio had 42% of the votes in last elections. So all of a sudden, all those people now are APC. None of them are SLPP. And then they can't tell me, say, arrest 45 people, then they accuse APC of condoning underage voting. And then the North as well, say people from the North. And then video evidence. I send this evidence to AYV. A classroom full with pupils from Beke people, 15, 16, then they registered in turns. I send them. And guess what? That is not the only evidence I sent. The person captured the image, badly beating, they believe the civilian then beat and can't go to the police station. The police put them inside, then detain them back. Then you say, no, not to true image. But you don't hold the person who are saying a culprit. When I don't beat them, I don't put them in police. Then still not deny saying not to true images. Come on, for God's sake. And then any opportunity again that they accuse when our opponents say. So moving forward, Mr. Moderator, we in the APC and COP as well, they push for it because the voiceless majority still they look up to people left. The last voice will make them go, then get hope and sleep a little bit, say yes. I mean, at least all is not done. We they work at this so papers all over, tally sheets, we see pulling close. If you see me, there's all over. The situation room then get past 3-4 different situation rooms. What would they tally, would they coordinate constantly? Issues them way are afraid for books and the media because international audience then they will take a shame for this area. Complaints where you know will believe. You they get cross-border. I mean, this is a government that premise their flagship project is human capital. On what aspect of human capital that did not consider cognitive growth? That a strong human capital stems from a very powerful and dynamic. What part of that don't you understand? You cannot build a human capital without a fund. You don't get free quality education. These people want to exercise. It's called universal adult suffrage. For God's sake, it is the first right you have as an adult, and then you deprive them. The International Convention on Civil and Political Rights guarantee you that rights day. We in a signature. So even if you go out in international forum, medium to United Nations, this is what makes you a country that say, okay, you adhere to best standards, how you discharge your obligations under international treaties. And then you want to see MCC. You think these are not the strong compacts we're referring to? Anyway, arrest me, case, brother.
Well, I want to say, based on what you've just said, when we were talking about human capital with this administration, I think their flagship should have been a human abuse procedures because that's all they've been doing. There is nothing that they've done that we've said has been constitutional. Because even when they came into governance, like the last time for the same NACRO registration, they said, oh, it was going to be taken out. But now that is a requirement, which is completely wrong. So there's nothing that is, it's constitutional. Everything they are doing is unconstitutional. So we should just try and pray. People should not get to go out and register. Come 2023, they are voted out. It's simple because they don't care about what the people are going through. They care about governance with deception, and the thing that will keep them in cannot continue to keep them in. Absolutely not. Good evening, Comrade. So apparently today my bus, Comrade Wankasu, is having difficulties, technical issues. So you are muted, Comrade Wankasu. Don't worry, don't worry. I know it's a green screen, so I know, don't worry, it's fine, it's okay.
Can you hear me, Sweet Bonita? All right. My apologies. I've got my technical team with me here trying to sort out a lot of things, but never mind. Nevertheless, you can still hear me clearly, no problems. Of course, I've been listening to Ahmed Sisi submissions, but nevertheless, we will still carry on. I'm not sure who you stop, Sweet Bonita. I think you can give some submission. Please just give me like a quick rundown, please.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
he was talking the flagship program for the current administration SLPP was human capital, otherwise human abuse. Because there's nothing that
right, okay.
They're just abusing people.
And in fact, just today, we see SLPP the rally na the city of Freetown. It make rounds viral. Somebody where they aspire for SLPP mayor, they can do big rally na the city of Freetown, where they call gentle. So I don't understand what they go on. It's not a campaign period. This we see them put banners.
Well, I don't cut you all. We don't have to go that far. We say sorry. We said they go take Yvonne Akistoya and they come next Sunday. We said they go see the mayor. They will see the
it don't come. It don't come. So let us
no, they put them back like they put them back like they go see her. Let's see the reaction.
Can you imagine? This is very, very sad, but nevertheless.
Like Mr. Fan cut you what big.
Yes,
this is now one rule for them and another rule for us.
There you go.
This is not the same administration where I don't know almost money then throw away peace day. Then say they make conference or waiting na bintu money. Throwing taxpayers' money away. Now throw away then they throw away money. When you are talking about peace, but you are not doing peace. You are not showing the signs of somebody where even interested in peace. For those they talk no more about peace. How can you, the chairman of PPRC, Dr. Mumu, chairman of ECSL, Dr. Mumu, police, na Mumu then turn, una de see campaign at the wrong time. But because this campaign has been endorsed by the First Lady, it is allowed to continue unabated. So that means to say we constitutional we country na toilet roll on a sanitary pad. I don't know which it don't become.
Sanitary pad.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see, I always enjoy Lawyer Ahmed Sisi where they talk about the law, the legal system. They tell we exactly who side the law and they tell we how the people are so they try to flout the law. In a lawyer, we understand that. We really know say them people are supposed to follow the laws. Where it starts in submission today, it starts with the law as a lawyer, which is right. But some of we're not seeing for even talk about the law anymore. Because if you are talking about somebody who they follow the law, we respect the law, then yes, we will talk about law. But you talk about an government where not follow the laws. You understand? All this legislation process, we're not supposed to forget 2 tables for go put them, for let them register them as first time. We're not be supposed to forget that, according to the agreement. And then talking about parliaments, over and again for say the dog remove that NI business too. But they are registering people first who are first time voters before they go Ecsl the table go register for vote. So if you really see all of this they happen, then we are talking about the law, what they're supposed to do by this, they're supposed to do this. Sometimes we don't even want to, follow these clauses anymore because we keep reminding ourselves they are not interested. You see, this is the reason why I think say, what do we for do now? Because if somebody they follow law, you don't can't tell until you don't break the law. You can say, oh, now look who's break the law. Maybe we try for adjust our law mitigator or not try for adjust, no follow. But no, they're not interested. This process they continue for happen. Then people actually continue for ask for birth certificates when they're not supposed for. Then people actually continue for tell people and for say that only 5 people if for recommend. You know, for go beyond that. Whose law will tell you that? You see, these are all the problems who they face on a daily basis. And it affects we. And we know say this particular registration is very crucial for we as a country. This particular one. I'm not talking about the one on Paso, but today just the way Superman said today, all the people of Sierra Leone, the kind determination people get for common and people register under this rain where they come every day as alone. People are still determined to go out there for good queue for make them get themselves registered. It's unprecedented. So we one of the leaders them where they talk on behalf of the people we really need to do something more than waiting the people say, that the right thing for do we have to go ask them about the law, remind them about the law and stuff like that. So we're looking for another alternative. What would be this alternative? We get international partners in the country. They're listening, then they observe, they're out there, they observe. But what thing will happen if the people actually not get registered? And there's another stage where Amity say talk about now. So for go give them the card, the registration card tomorrow. If they not audit what thing they happen so now, they're not go able to get them right where they go give them the voters card. And if you don't give them the voters card, they're not go vote. So we don't get thousands of people already disenfranchised because they not register. We're going to get another thousands of people. We're not going to end up for get them card. Sorry, the registration card for go vote. That's more thousands added to the one that will not register. What are we going to do about this? This is very, very, very serious. Now, I'm going to say, I will let you first respond to this, then Madam Femi will come. Unmute yourself, sir.
The only barrier between mankind and anarchy is the law. It's a thin barrier. If we depart the law, waiting here for happen. Sierra Leone, we don't need lessons about war. Sierra Leone, we don't need lessons about failure of the ramifications of failures of key institutions where the European Union highlights. When you go to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, chapter 3, you go see how the researchers, how the author then puts them clearly. Say we war where we felt, where we suffer, people that die are self-induced. So we'll never give up on the law. The law will slow. We have people who have been so powerful, but the law bets them. It will be slow. But when you talk about the law, it's also the canon law, the divine law, the God, the master, the all-being. Somebody where I go pull na cell. Thank God that time the police officer was very reasonable. You man go register and vote. The only lady say, hey, how much I own? You don't 27? You don't do for vote, he say yes. So you go 18 before the next election. You man say no. Well, now, that's it.
Wow.
Then come as a first-time voter, they make the file as a first-time voter, they say then they charge her. When I go see this woman, I only plead, my case was simple. I tell the AIG, I say, look at this woman, you're a police officer. If the woman, if you hear say this person are underage voter, I said, then I'll never visit this again. Judge, go to court and let the law take its course. I said, that's the only favor I'm asking you for. I shall not ever ask you for a favor. I beg of you, send him to Calais and go take this suspect. I beg you, not police officer. Then come with the woman. When the woman come, it's him before that, they ask, he say, where the woman? Where the person? Now go take this person on. And then say, now this mommy wait him up before you. So they say, now I and the officer say, no waiting. He say, sorry for wasting time. Outside left things say, then they left police. When I go let go take it. Say, you know what I mean? Because this is a mission aiming at seeing any other person that you're not in the same fora, you're not in the same fraternity, you're not in the same tribe as enemy. That is the mission, and it's bad. So the woman can, crying like a baby. So when the officer see her, and the police say, pass by. And to be honest, in some aspect, this particular one, the police, them blank, whatever you may say, the police, this particular one, has nothing to do with most of it in the happen. So the police send us some of the center, then they refuse for arrest. I don't see them. But they have a mission that they call. Yes, the police can get their own side. But I'm just telling you, say the plan. Now, when the police don't now say anything about these people in case not they pass. That is the default position. You understand? So this is not an issue where we they argue say whether it's incidental or maybe they don't know. This is not a plan we go get for unfold, we will get for later as we progress. So the means were available to we, just like waiting Madam the school say earlier. It continue for engage them for posterity. Say yes, we did actually talk to these people. We continue for rights to them, say when they break the law. We continue for register with dissatisfaction to international partners. We continue for make the world know. But most importantly, we continue for let the Almighty, pray for let the Almighty bring peace in this country. God gets a wonderful way for it. Okay. That's all.
Fantastic. So, let me close this call. You don't listen to MCC to give an instance of what thing they happen. What thing you think of this now? We all established now see there's a lot of problem and like continuing problem. And just like they say, and then they stop. Okay? And the change we got to continue because we are democratic. We always got to follow the law. If somebody they break the law, no mean we have to go break the law. Two wrongs cannot make a right. So, and I mean to don't make it clear. The thin line between human being and anarchy is the law. See, without the law, human being for in a very brutal, all kinds of things that advantage. But now that with the sin for the sin now with the happen, they take advantage over people then because
yes.
the law bring them calm, give them power. That law they don't bastardize and they don't disrespect.
Precisely.
And we as so-minded people, the way they follow the laws in this country, we cannot sit by and allow the people as everybody continually they bastardize the law. We are all Sierra Leoneans. We have a responsibility, civic responsibility for protect the law. We book in this country as well, and for make sure say things are done correctly. And as somebody who really aspire for a leadership position in this country, a lot of people are looking up to you. You get women there who look up to you. You get women there within a police cell from from before August 10 and after August 10. The beginning they come to you every day, then they can cry to you. Me mama then sell. Waiting for do, mama, waiting for do, out for pull up, waiting for do. You want for help, but sometimes you know able for give the picking which they demand from you. So I know pressure, I know the constraints we on all face as leaders that are our country today. And I know say there are things that we want to bring into the international community and all of that, but then your own meddling level, not diplomatic one. They cannot
Yes.
force anything legal.
Exactly.
They cannot bring anybody to groups that the government, where they in power, that the responsibility to do that. They can only call on those governments to do this, to do that, let the, you know, let us speed up the process for make everybody get justice. But nothing way frustrating for the young picking them, where the mama and dinner sell. Very, very frustrating. So I would say you could put some light to this one also for we make we understand, because then people in this have deserve for being registered. There are hundreds of women in the young people in themselves. They want for being registered. You know, they want for them come on and do the register or whichever way they will do for them. The process is very, very slow in a court. Maybe I mean to go throw light on the legal side of it. But you look at the humanitarian part of it at the moment. Over to you.
And as I say, I don't know what in we constitution actually don't become Sierra Leone. The law did, and the law clear, the law not vague. How on
Absolutely
earth
not.
we get an administration, we get a minister of justice, we get a chief justice, where you they arrest people them, and you arrest them at your will and at your convenience. The law specific, how long you can arrest person for, where you for charge them. How long you go arrest, how you go arrest somebody, you deny them legal access. Whose crime is bailable? But not so that one day they burn me chest. The fact that bail, then get big poster. You go na Ben Kelfala office, you they see big poster. Bail is free. In Sierra Leone, bail is not free. People then they pay good money for bail. And you no go tell me say you were there at the top are oblivious, as if to say na sky na day you ate the day, to know what is going on the ground. But when we get an administration, we not get love for in people then. The rest makes sense. The one whole thing they make sense to me. Where we get an administration where they're so selfish, they're so disrespectful, they have no regard for ethics, they get no regard for the right thing being done. We go there, how we there so in this state and condition. We go talk, before you talk, then say incitement. Before you talk, then say this. Before you talk, then say that. A regime that is so repressive. Now, as we can say, Nakrio, you don't cook for we all. We all do it. We dip and belch. Time they come, where we serve the gun a fireside for you. We serve the go cook for you. Now, una de afraid. You don't tell the international world, the world, how fantastic a job una don't do with free education. Give the picking them chance for tell you thank you now. Una don't rule the roost for the past 4 years, they go 5 years. Una say arrest them, they arrest them, shoot them, then shoot them, kill them, then kill them. All Mommy Claudia's calling passport. Oh, all 1040 man, 1 grand day for Master O.
For Master O's. Fantastic.
We 1 grand day. Now we right because constitutional rights. Nobody no beat we, they no arrest we, when they put you inside. If you don't do good work, then they pay you fine. Then tell you thank you. Then say God will bless you.
Yeah.
How comes now the very people who don't turn terrorists, who don't turn forgers, who don't turn fakers, who don't turn criminal, the same Sierra Leoneans that voted you in? Now, why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? They say, when God come up behind you, you know, say the tinap before you.
Yeah. Well,
let me give the process chance.
Make a come to Ahmed to say, of course, you know, possibly attend court all the time. You represent people them all the time, and I want to know the process. Now the court system, you know, it's very, very slow for them people that are waiting arrest. Plenty of them, they don't sit down for like a couple of days, they don't go sell. And we get as the Sierra Leone, now when they go out for go sell, now they able to bring them something that host for can eat. That demonstration, you know, say the demonstration, I think say they may do a sit-at-home demonstration from the 8th of August, the 9th of August, 2 consecutive days, them traders and then people that don't come out and do for go eat, for go spend their daily living. On the 10th, when they say people and for come out, then people and say, let me use this opportunity for go do me business, let me quickly get out with time forget that. I can feed my family. Along that process, some of them get arrested. Some of them they see them on the map, no one see them go bundle and dump them inside motor and carry them go. Then they ask what they do. And there was one way in statement. He said, me no sabi read and no sabi write. He said the policeman just sit down before me, he writes. The policeman write, say you don't write 4 paper them before he begin ask me question. He said, ask the policeman, I hope say, I know you don't write something and I want to tell you. Now then 4 paper, that document they didn't go ask the woman in statements. Na court. So I don't know what is happening, Starman to say. When we dig at the court system, when they talk about the laws, when they talk about peace, then woman in the court, how somebody way illiterate is sit down, the policeman not even talk to her. You just take by right, turn the page, take the other paper, take the other paper, take it don't flop 4 papers. They ask the woman now for some prints that also for say yes, this is now your statement. The woman gonna court for go testify all of this. They say now you say this, now you the woman say I don't say nothing, I don't tell her nothing. Me no say that. In a business you go do. You go meet and arrest her. But anyways, I want to use to go small today because with people and they plenty, then they in their hundreds. In the language now police cells, and the process is very, very, very slow right now at the moment for them. And what are we going to do about them? You know, Mama family close to school, don't really overwhelmed with cry them. People they can cry to her all the time. So yeah, talk to me back from the legal perspective. Over to you. Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself.
When they go round and round and round, we come back to the same thing, you know. In an ideal institution, thank God, I know they practice right now. We practice, ideal jurisdiction, the practice in UK. When you get cases like that, there's always the presumption of innocence.
Innocence.
Now in the police, they look that spectacle, now in the police, they work for SPAP, even though now in the prosecutor, but they look and say yes. And there is also the obligation of fair trial. And there's also the duty of care as per police conduct with the care we did at the custody force before they charge you to court to that a case can be won or lost during that process. The force ignore the fact, the substance of the case. If you're coerced to make a statement like that woman case, or you not get a competent adult, or you not get an interpreter present, or you know they feel well during the interview, so many issues will make that evidence not tenable. Because why they want to let the country prosper? Because why they don't know waiting you left? If that woman know them old, they don't know waiting left now host. So you see, when you get a police force and its institutions where, like always, they use this word, overly subservient to the state. And then they work as politicians. Because issues where warrant a simple bail, summary offenses. Summary offenses in which jurisdiction, I do not even need to rise to ask for bail. If my clients take a plea at the justice of the magistrate right, he pronounced the bail condition, say go home, cancel. But here you get for GAR, you apply for a bail in case of American lately. And then you get for C, the escorts where they take a summary offense where it can be dismissed with the warning. Summary offenses, normally the police can dismiss and get the right. A high-ranking officer can dismiss you with a warning, or he put you in a police record. Say next day you do this, we're going to charge. You understand? Because ideally, I know they go to the substance of the case because it's on trial, but they look at the due process. So the due process is 10 people there, these are available offenses. Except otherwise, these are public order violations, where the penalty is there. If this person they attend court, he gets it, he gets everything, then you will come say, now you owe them. You know, I can always say, we have two atrocities, two culprits in the world being left indelible with himself now. Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma bomber. And then there's this guy, Breivik in Norway, we kill massive. Waiting these people get in common a fair trial. They have the right to fair trial, they have the right to a lawyer, and they make sure say they accord them that right. So if somebody violates the law, you know, it is not the substance of what he do. It's just the failure of the due process. Because the due process can bring in a vicious circle of which a new regime come tomorrow, want do the same thing. We no go agree as human rights lawyers. Because so now we feel the pain, because I no go condone reprisals. I no go condone revenge openly, say, as far as to the power of my knowledge, say, una do them so back, we una come. I will not do that. Because I know, say, people can act and conduct, they can, although police officers, they can be prosecuted for violating their rules of engagement. They can individually be liable for violating their rules of engagement. So when police officers, they only one thing, they kick you, this, that, they say that order they give me. You don't know, say they get you on camera, you can be singularly be liable for that. There is malicious prosecution. You can be liable, and guess what? 15 years down the road, you can be liable for malicious prosecution. I put my case to Rwanda, I put my case to Uganda, John Garang in cases. I have so many dockets now, ICC way police officers with no ranks have been hoisted from their villages and go perish in other countries. So I'm just saying this because I want us as citizens to look at the bigger picture, say we country, who side will go before. When I saw the political party proposed act, I wrote a piece and I condemned certain provisions. The provisions that says the PPRC can deregister a political party because of vulgar utterances or any other utterances, songs and everything, profiled by its membership. I said, do not use that word deregister. You can be suspended, you can be fined, but do not use that word deregister. The APC, if they think as a bigger political party can once upon a time, one day deregister SLPP, they have to think again. It is not possible. Even if the APC come back with the most powerful might in this world, they cannot think of deregistering SLPP. Same way, if the SLPP folks are politicking today with the thinking that APC is defunct, they shall never rise again, they are dreaming. No one party can extinct the other. So on that premise, we should know that one day, therefore, one day. And when you come on the other political party camp, we not agree that you go hold somebody and violate the rights in as we trade, because there is a court system. I have seen a gentleman, Evangelist Samson, police shot him, and people not talk about in due process with the law accord. Instead, the job is if what he go do, why he go to trial. So you want set your presidency to my about if you can power, somebody says so na party, let them kill. You don't look say, even though he may be charged for treason, the worst crime brings them on, but he entitled to a due process. People are not, they say that now. So when they're all them people there, they lock them in prisons. They're not, they look at the magnitude, the penal code, the gravity of the offenses, and the implication to the states. Instead, they bought the defense given by the government. The police bought it, the judiciary bought it. When they arrested about Williams and Daram, the president in his speech, the first speech, he said, oh, there are terrorists all over the country. They're killing journalists. You see the thought process. And now comes the trial. Dr. Ablai Conte Roland writes, they prove the man innocent. So you see, when you conclude and you statement as a leader, therefore be very careful, say, even if you're temperamental, you want to consolidate your throne, no, say tomorrow, posterity will judge. It is not a crime. When my colleague lawyers we are saying, this is about Williams' case, it's a murder because we have a chain of what we call a chain of custody in murder trial. When is the chain broken? The distance, the lapse of the murder case can transform to murder to manslaughter. Hey, the journalist died 6 months later, they said the murder. And then came the Dr. Hardy case, Prince Hardy case. Then say, hey, about Williams, it could be tantamount to murder because he took the guy, even though it took 6 months to die. Yes, they could charge him to murder. They have the right to charge him to murder. And then the Prince Hardy, they shot the guy. A month later, he died. No, this is not to murder. So you have to be very careful when you set precedents as a political party. Because if they use it against you tomorrow, you not go like that. And we not go agree because that is not what the law says. The law is clear and unambiguous in most of the areas. The Constitution might not be exhaustive, but God's Constitution, the conscience is there to guide us. So let us be guided as patriots and not say, waiting with a plan on our country today. For keep quiet and see them pull somebody in a plane. Popo Bobo and Mama they sell na market, he cancel on them pull on a plane, say let's go see America, go represent young people. Then pull on a plane, go put on a cell. Nobody no say, hey bo, let me not do so as a nation. There is no warrant to substantiate your arrest. Nobody not say so. But tomorrow, when other people want to have, they want them with support. Now the pain will the feel will get conscience. Say tomorrow, me, I will not do that. I will say no, it is wrong. When President Kuruma, whom we give the highest esteem of respect, did a constitutional violation. We and the Benkefalas of this world, we are down the street protesting against our own president protest. Say it's wrong. Today, there are multiple violations and none of them showed up. Anyway, now let's take this. I can go.
Wow, what a good submission. Yes, good submission, and I think say you don't balance them for winner also towards the end of this actual program. But before we finally go to the close of it, I want to quickly Sweet Bonita make it give you a rundown because we get comments them on the platform. After we comment them, then Madam Femi Claudius Cole will give you your own submission and then we'll wrap them up from there. Over to you, Sweet Bonita.
Yeah, one of the last one we are having here, it's from Alfred Ture. It says, well, let everybody goes out to register because that's our democratic right. Again, that's what we do. And then here again, and Maris is asking like, well, what is the regarding the first time voters? And I'm sure people like Madam Femi Claudius Cole will be doing the writing and what the rest of the people do. Adam Mambo also asked, it says, well, this was something that they were asking themselves on the forum about KKY, NGC, and the VP and Emerson, Lamy, C4C. Like these ones are oppositions, they are literally a fraction of the SFPP. So whatever the SFPP are doing, that's what they're doing. So it's only the APC, the COP, that will come together to fight or to stand for the people of Sierra Leone, because we've seen what the Ecsl are totally wrong. And again, one of the questions they asked before, Becky, is before the registration, the NACRAM was rejected and they said they will not use that. Why is it now a process for people to use that before they can even register? Again, it's just saying this administration is not democratic. One thing they say and what they are doing is completely different. Becky, first, Madam Femi was talking about the conference they had, Bintumani 4. And I think the renowned lawyers, Asita Micah did mention, says they are preaching, but they are doing the complete opposite. People are protected under the statute of our constitution, are being removed from a position that they are not supposed to. But again, this was just when they were requesting for peace. She did in that press conference, and we are seeing it up to date. So it's like some of us have foreseen of what this administration will do. But again, they are not happy it's happening. But again, in some ways, I can say, alhamdulillah, somebody will not say, you said it didn't happen. It did happen. And it's not good. And again, our lawyer, Kumar, was talking about when another administration come in, they will follow the rules. But I think sometimes you have to bend the rules. Because I go in with the rule when they also mentioned on his last statement saying we protested against APC when things were not going right in Sweden. Now, those sort of people are now in governance, which is completely different. Like again, when the Femi says ACCA's office, it says free bail, which we know is not free. People that are there, which are supposed to be, which are not even supposed to enter a police cell, they are there for more than months, weeks. Now it's coming to years without no bail. If it was free, why are they still not there? But again, that's just with this administration. I think that all we can continue to do, we're on the second phase of the registration, to encourage our people to go out and register. It doesn't matter what political party you want to vote for, just go out and register. That is the paramount goal right now. We should all go out and register. Come 23, June 23rd, we'll be able to say, I'll vote for this person. it will be great because again, as they have done a wonderful job. Madabio said he has done, in fact, beyond his manifesto. Why is he allowing or stopping people from going out to register? Oh, wow. So allow the people to just come and say thank you so much. And I think we also mentioned about the guy that is going to run for mayor of Freetown. We are seeing a posting for Mother coming out says he wants to stand next election. This is not time for him. And this is something that has been out since April, May, June, July, August. This is September. It's still going on. So anyone within that their cabal will come out to do such constitutional situation in the country. Again, we saw Mother Bio's other half. Now people refer to her as the president because she made the decision for them. It's endorsing that. So it looks like it's what they just want it to be done. But this is why I'm stopping the process of people registering. So we should appeal to our people to come out and register. Come 2023, they will see where the time will 6 o'clock and they will be grateful for everything that they've done for the country. So that would just be my last word.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Sweet Bonita. I want to come over to Madam Femi School. We know what they go through, we know what they happen in the country, we see the challenges them, but you are one person that is always very determined to make sure say you do what you believe say is right for this country. You're very selfless and you exhibit that in so many ways. And we pray, beg God you the long life, the strength, the well body, will make you to continue for do what you do for the country and for people. Thank you.
Amen.
The last submission you make, in a nutshell of all this registration where they happen, and you know, added to waiting we people in the go through under police custody at the moment. So just do a quick one more, yeah.
Well, first thing I want to say with terms to the registration, I want to let people really out and determine for let people not register. And so I want to let people self-determine, say then go register. One thing where them in the tell people is not for register near yours. We don't preach down the register near yours in case transport's not there. Well, on allow prepare. Sometimes we all get for begin check for go vote, the day we tell each for vote. So that center where you go, where they feel say you know to Motaman, go to other center. This register near you host now, they don't blow out of the park because they don't done with section. Now other side they don't go now. So now register outside you able, yeah. When they give you tough time, make sure say you get the center number, make sure say you get the name of the arrow and phone 838. If you get for phone 838-1010, una phone them 1010 because then they keep a log of all the calls the way they come. If we say we not bother for call 838, we they unbug we safe. Because tomorrow, the one the way they pay for this registration, then go for look that log day. For see almost people call 838. So una not tired. Get you arrow in name, get you center number, get you ward number, and call 838 and complain, you complain. Then say send you birth certificate, snap and send them. WhatsApp no they lie. Snap and send them. Then suppose for send to you back or send to the center say, na genuine or na fake. Una let me not give up. Una let me not give up. Let me continue for try, let me continue for go to the center, let me continue for fet, then get for register and then go register with all ma. So the one that we then sell to the families them, now prayers no more. We get a government who not get the heart for the people anymore. The love for the people, it don't die in them. Then they punish people as if they don't get empathy, they don't get sympathy, they don't get justice. But the one we left, no boku. The one we don't pass, na boku. Una register. We go get we one day. They don't get 4 years, 5 years, but we go get we one day. And that one day, we go make sure say we register, we go back, we take our card, we take it for vote, all man go vote within conscience. I tell Luna, thank you for the platform, for the opportunity, and for the education, because for listening to the lawyer, it don't really help me self small. I tell and thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think say Wangi small 1 minute to wrap up for we. I think say when we close the school, don't lay a very, very good one for we. I think say it will be just for make me give you 1 minute to make you just wrap up for we. We want to register, all of we want to register. We want to make sure see everybody register. We will go register, we will go for votes.
Anyway, big mistake. Big mistake. You know, before give me 1 minute because I just get data. Constituency 2, Ward 237 carrying it, and Ward 257, 258, constituency 67, 66. Now I can last for the registration right now. Then what they are carrying it. So now food for thought. I just text Mohammed Bambura, say, you guys, but now you are asked for an account. So that is, before I forget, the public get for no say, even the one that's today I needs to do more carrying it. But anyway, in a more serious note, that not for, as I say, even the refusal gets a statutory procedure. Therefore, give you a document for you say that refuse you. Ask for them. If they listen, tell and say, me say so. Ask for that refusal slip. Perhaps they not will give you. So if they reject you, they not give you, at least you get an idea and say, "Pa, I've been asked." Because you know, these boys and girls not fall from the sky. They have parents. If you anger them parents and you want to seek the mandate for good for you, we never find to the electorate and decide. But we just want let people that know say this registration, now you right. Go out there and register, even though you don't know that you get for vote for. When we had the discussion with AY with the SLPP representative, he urged all SLPP for go out and register. In the contrary, he urged all Sierra Leoneans for go out and register. Because a good politician, a possible, because who don't know all these boys, whether they get cards shown at the east, we shall take the party to the east and will likely host our convention in Kenya. We'll take the party to them. We'll sell the party. That is what we believe. This is a product. We believe in our product. We'll sell the products to the young generation of the South and the East. We'll show them our democratic credentials. We'll tell them how we value the youth of this country. We'll tell them how our system of education for young people was. We'll tell them how we plan the education system, we give integrity and sanity to the education system in this country. We'll tell them how the basic commodities will be able to stabilize them. We'll tell them for how we'll be able to keep up the dollar exchange rate the first 5 years at a minimal growth. And at the country, these boys, they have this thing called mobile phone these days. Anything you tell us, you turn you back, then try and find who is lying, who is saying the truth. So giving people opportunity for registering at the South and the East is fine. They are our people. I don't ever complain saying that this register more at the South and the East. You're just doing our job. The people of Sierra Leone are fed up from Taima to Daru to Mungeba to Pujong. The people are tired. They know what they want. So empower them for us. The only thing we're crying for is the equal opportunity for every Sierra Leonean enjoy. We have a saying, do not look at the form. They say equity looks at the intent, not the form. We want to not look at the due process all the way that they talk so, all the way till they go so. Unala we look at we intend to say when we come to power, we will change the dynamics of this country. If them people here they go rally, they go campaign a street way, campaign them no reach it, we shall not replicate. We are a law-abiding party. We may day in impasse, we feel say we day seemingly in disarray, but trust me, what if there is a method to our madness?
Yeah. Mr. Ametiste, thank you very much for your submission. I don't hear you figures and say now we did last. We not come last yet. Now we did last at the moment 66.
Today, for today.
But of course
today.
Yeah.
Figures come into the district by district. First round, you do perfectly well. First round carrying a coordinate, although later I call. But for now, 67 and 66 need a lot of. But we will talk on later.
Yes, we will talk about lawfare the strategy them for boost up the numbers them.
Yes.
We know say the people and the far that terrain them. We will go pull the day. I don't say honorable Mohamed Pangwa, no, they don't come out. They're still in the but we will go team up together with them. Then we'll go try for bring up the people and make they all register. So I want to tell you plenty thank you for the whole way they play in terms of the certificate. And I also want to tell Madam Femi for the whole, also for the time we take to join on the platform, and also wonderful job we do for the people of Sierra Leone. Support them people that we do under police custody, and to make sure that everybody we eligible for go register for try to register in airport. We really appreciate them. And of course, Mr. Supermed also will start the show with we when you update we been GUI, earlier we form the base of this discussion here. So, and one for say PPRC or Ecsl.
Can I just say one thing? Looking at your thread, sorry, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody wants an update. Say people and all use any Sawa they want to update on the political party. Update on the 21-man committee. We were at PPRC a few days ago. We try now for the rules where they take me to convention. We don't agree all sides. Now one green side will get disparity. Voter register. The voter register, so Mansilla will go on this voter register where they now. Me personally think say therefore open back the voter register because we now have 44 political districts, 17 in Sierra Leone, 27 in the diaspora. Like UK and Ireland is a district, Manchester, Bristol are constituencies. So for replicating national setup, we have to open up the register. So we have a discrepancy, but the commission say it will rule on the way forward. We'll likely get ready, then we'll open the register at least 2 weeks. Let some man verify the register. We compile this register district by district. We put them together. So we did prepare. We did PRC Thursday. Sorry. So now the next move now then publish the rules on Tuesday. When they publish and 14 days after with the rules, the rules. Now the rules will they take you to the lower level convention up to the national level. So we'll reach that side day. When they publish their rules, then the 21-man committee will in tandem elect the one that we get for make up the interim elections management committee. Then after that, 14 days, 28 days later, we'll go to lower level convention, win a board level, constituency, district, regional, national convention, and then we get to flag bearer. But as it is now, the 21-man committee will just leave them together as need be while we go before sports. Okay, so that's the update for me. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ahmed, I will also ask that you do an audio because periodic audio is the way you can do for we. Can very helpful. Let people are able to see how they go as a party. This update we give it's fine, but please, if you can do another audio out there on social media, we will continue for help for share to make everybody understand who side, then gets the single side, who side there's a problem, the registration side for open them up or for close and for still whenever. So please, I want to let you clarify that side for we. then at
I'll
least
do
work for the understanding. Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
time and effort. We want to really appreciate you for this platform. And of course, Madam Femi School and Supermed. With me and the technical team now, so we want to say apologies for the technical glitches that we make go off for a while and come back. But Sweet Bonita was there to step in straight away and take command of the whole thing. That's the reason why we work as a team, and she has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. We want to tell everybody thank you for the comments that they make on the platform, and we will endeavor for read them for now or respond to them, in the subsequent show them. From this moment, I want to tell you all thank you for the time what I don't take for January, and next week again, same time, 7 o'clock UK time and 6 o'clock time in Freetown, Sierra Leone. From me and Sweet Bonita, I want to tell you thank you and say bye-bye.
Coordinator, are you offline?
You have to do that more. No, it doesn't have power.
You have to do it.
This is just cutting down on government expenditure to ensure that the economy is controlled. APC did not add.
No.
It was just cutting down on government expenditure. But for this government, even as we witness.
So are you still live? Go off, please.
Still not controlling the bloated budget.
Yeah, I'll do that now. I'll end it. 1 second.
Announced that in fact it is shifting from the current expenditure to capital expenditure. But also mentioned, that's announced.
Go off.
Yeah, 1 second.